Men's action, Michael Chavello.
Tonight, so this one's going to be a cracker. Both teams know each other very well. Both teams, Michael, making big signing in the off season. How will they go tonight? Time will tell.
Stars to watch out for on either side. Altona includes their goalkeeper Freno Saric. Also look out for Sinan Gulak. Look out for Kalika Usufi, Berat Bedzapor. The list goes on. Nikola Velkovsky. Campbellfield though. The King, Fernando de Moraes, the Golden Boot winner from last year, Ubiri Cicek, Nathan Long, João de Silva, Aaron Yu, himself a great goalkeeper. So many names in both sides to look out for tonight.
Absolutely, Nicky. You just mentioned some of those players. Aaron Yu was a former Golden Glove winner, multiple trophy winner. Had an injury plague last couple of seasons. Let's just hope he has a good season this season. He's fit, he's healthy, and he can be back to his best, where he's probably one of the top keepers in the country. Definitely the top keeper in series futsal. So he'll be looking to mention, as you mentioned, Ubiri Cicek, Golden Boot winner. He's hungry, he's looking fitter. His shorts are getting tighter and tighter as the season goes. So he'll be looking to get back to back. And what an inclusion, Michael. They did lose 2 players. They lost a Golden Glove winner in someone that is very well, the Madcap Mazen Abdallah and Arturo Diaz, but they've gained this man, the King, Fernando de Moraes, the most coveted football player in the history, probably the best player Australia's ever seen, and I don't think we'll ever see one of his caliber. But they've also got another player, João de Silva, 10-time series futsal trophy, held the record for a long time until his good mate Andre Caro winning it last season. So Joel wants that title back, so great inclusions there. And as you mentioned for Altona, Michael, Sinan Gulak moving over from Western Walls, great inclusion, hungry, fit, very looking forward to that. Lazar Savic also coming over from Western Walls, another great player, and Berat Bedzapor coming over from Pascaval. You know, he's had injury plague last season, and we know his famous Upa Dupas. I'm sure he'll bring him out tonight.
Already a big win for Fitzroy over Hume in the opening match of round 1, courtesy of 3 goals from Scott Rogan, a goal from Cosimo Russo, and a goal from Elias Partamos. Who will join Fitzroy as winners of the opening round? Will it be Altona? Will it be Campbellfield? Campbellfield in the orange, Altona in the blue. Look out for number 88 for Campbellfield, Fernando de Moraes, the King. Was MVP last weekend in the first ever All-Stars match.
Like a fine wine, ages gracefully, but just plays to the higher caliber.
Look out for Ubiri Cicek, number 7 in the orange for Campbellfield, the Golden Boot winner of 2022. It'll be Daniel Charbani to get us kicked off here. Campbellfield going to the left of screen. And we're underway for Campbellfield and Altona in 2023. Altona with a big presence in number 11, Kalika Usufi, capable of scoring some very good goals. Velkovsky, number 45, bottom of your screen, always busy. Here he is now, Nikola Velkovsky. Through the centre, João de Silva. Early attempt on goal from de Silva.
Just off balance there, so good start by Campbellfield.
Lots of the league's big guns on the court here. Altona trying to come down the left side of the court. Played out of defence from Campbellfield. Down the left wing, hoping to find Ubiri Cicek running onto it. Cicek had a masterful season last year. just pipping Scott Rogan at the post for that Golden Boot Award. Was a little quiet over the last weekend in the All-Stars clash. Cicek maybe saving himself for the occasion of the New Year's League kickoff here tonight. In from Lazar Savic. Savic again. Just loses his footing. De Moraes off the left. The King having an early crack on goal.
Yeah, there was an awkward one there from Lazar Savic. Just got his feet tangled and almost giving away a cheap goal.
Whistle is called. Ball is turned over in Altona's favour. Nikola Velkovsky to bring it in. Throws it down the line. Velkovsky hoping to find Kalikwa Yusufi. Here's Ubidi Cicek. Cicek makes a run down the left. Ball cut out through the centre, nicely done. It was Michael Lentini. Here he is again, Lentini. Usufi. Back to Lentini. Usufi going through the centre, lazy ball there from Lentini, almost lost it, comes out to Velkovsky. Back to Lentini, puts it out of play.
Yeah, just be lazy, as you mentioned, Michael. They really needed to play possession there, Altona. So they need to be careful here. Campbellfield will spot that.
Through the centre for Usufi, fouled. Early chance on now for Altona. Well worked by Kalikwa Yusufi, the tall number 11.
That was smart play there from Frano Saric. Seen the quick possession there, got rid of it, and Yusufi just had to take the hit. This is where they can get a goal. Very good foot there from Lazar Savic. You got Nikola Velkovsky as well, who's had a chance.
It was a crack there from Savic. Went into the backside of Usufi. Here's Frano Saric, star goalkeeper. Plays it out wide, nicely done. Turn onto the left boot, left through Usufi. And just to the outside of the right upright there from Kalikwa Yusufi. Having a busy opening to this game, Yusufi. Nice little turn there from Daniel Chabani. Wants to combine with De Moraes and particularly with Ubidi Cicek up front when the opportunity arises. Look out for João da Silva, number 9, bottom of your screen. Always a threat for Campbellfield. The man they call the Snake. Again, don't know why he's called the Snake. Oh, there's an early goal! It's beautifully done! And of course, it's the golden boot from last season, Ubidi Cicek, who opens the scoring this season for Campbellfield.
Wow, what a rifle of a shot that was from Ubidi Cicek there. Got it on his favoured left foot and absolutely let loose on it. Not much Frano could do there. Great start here for Campbellfield.
He saw his arch rival Scott Rogan score 3 earlier on tonight. And Cicek says, all right, time to get my name on the board for the new season. Gets away there from Chabani. Usufi. Altona playing around the top of the D. Takes the deflection out for a corner. Sinan Gulak on the court, number 9 for Altona. Always a threat in front of goal. Velkovsky off the right. Velkovsky kick in. Frano Saric looks ahead. Nice ball to Sinan Gulak. Turn from Usufi. Stolen away from Ubidi Cicek coming down the right side. Just gets away from him.
Yeah, and Yusufi there, he's had a couple of chances. He's just overworking the ball. Just need to quickly either get rid of it or shoot. You're taking too much time, and that's allowing Campbellfield to get back into the game. But again, great start here from Campbellfield.
Campbellfield sending an early message to the entire league, particularly to Scott Rogan and co at Fitzroy. Shabani turns, runs into Velkovsky. Usufi through the centre. No mustard behind that one. Nicely done. Ball centred here. Shabani running onto it. A little too far though. The pass from João da Silva.
Yeah, the yoga man there just needed to get those legs pumping a little bit faster. But again, it's ominous warning signs here from Campbellfield as we see Berat Bezapor coming on.
The yoga man. I love it. That's what you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. Trying to maintain control. Berat Bezapor on the court now.
Oh.
We know that Bezapor can score some cracking goals. He has struggled with injuries lately, but if he's on and he flicks the switch, hard to stop. Another opportunity, and he's done it again. Ubedi Cicek makes it 2. Is there any stopping the Golden Boot winner of 2022?
Well, he's definitely hasn't stopped from last season. He's continuing on that fine form, and you can just see there, Altona, they had a chance at one end, didn't score, and you can see Campbellfield, they take it up that end, and that was a very tight finish there from Cicek, about as tight as his shorts, and he still managed to squeeze it in for a beautiful goal. So Altona need to do something different, as otherwise it's going to get ugly real soon.
Shabani backing over the top to João da Silva. Ubedi Cicek has arrived for the new season, as on comes Mark Sarek for Altona. Bezapor. They need some of those freight train runs from Berat Bezapor tonight. João da Silva. Corner here for Altona. Gulak running into the D. Crack off the right, nowhere near the target though. Wherever you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, through the WeFroth app, hope you're enjoying all the action. Round 1 action between Campbellfield and Altona. Drop us a line. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll send you a cheerio. Let us know your predictions. João da Silva to bring it in here for Campbellfield. Cicek looking for a hat trick, and good goalkeeping from Frano Sarek to deny that.
Yeah, and he's got his eye in goal now. He wants a hat trick. He wants the top goal scorers back to back. Might have ruffled some feathers with our predictions earlier on. He might have heard them and just maybe get a little bit upset now. He wants to get his title back.
You said our predictions earlier on. I think you meant your prediction earlier on.
It's team.
Please clarify there, Alex.
Oh, look, I'll hang my hat on it. I did make the prediction. It's not saying that he's not going to get top goal scorer, but yeah, look, he's proving me wrong, which is great to see.
There was Bezapor trying to go on one of those freight train runs I mentioned earlier on. He can be dynamic if he turns it on, Berat Bezapor. Lentini back on here, immediately takes the ball. Here's Sinan Gulak, that familiar rat's tail. Bezapor turns onto his left. Berat Bezapor! It's wonderful! It's brilliant! The freight train scores! Bezapor has steamed through the station.
And that's why it's so exciting to watch. You could see it was coming, and he delivered it. And Bezapor there, lovely turn, and there's not much Aaron Yu could do there. That was a superb finish there. Great goal, great chance now, game on, the 2-1.
The human freight train on the scoreboard for Altona. What a game here. Lentina to bring it in. Frano Sarek. Long throw out. Top of the D here. Sinan Gulak, Bezapor. Back to Gulak. Back to Sarek. Ubedi Cicek already scored twice tonight. Turn off the right boot for Ryan Davies. Fabulous opening to this first round action. Victor Demopoulos saying hello, watching all the way from Phillip Island and cheering on Campbellfield. Hello to Victor Demopoulos. Ryan Davies in the fluorescent yellow. Ubedi Cicek in the skipper's armband. Slowing play down here, Campbellfield, moving the ball well. Nice cross court there, finds Nathan Long, back to Cicek. Long. Nice turn from Long, left squares it. Just getting away from number 99 there, Nathan Long. Number 30 is Ryan Davies. Number 9 you see is João da Silva. And number 7 is the main man over the ball right now, Ubedi Cicek. Chabani's come on for João da Silva. Is Cicek going to go it alone here? One-man wall. And Cicek roosts it. Won't be a hat-trick yet for Ubedi Cicek. 1 goal differential, the 1 goal from Altona coming courtesy of Berat Bedzapor. Sufi lays it off nicely. It was Lazar Savic running onto it off his right.
Yeah, that time Ubedi Cicek on his right foot. This time, great save by Sarek.
Oh, how about that? How about that? Mark Sarek with an absolute screamer. It's 2-all.
Wow, Mark Sarek's just had enough of this and just gone bang, bang, bang. Wow, that's a sublime finish there. Aaron, there's not much he could do there. That was in from the moment he hit that one. Ooh.
Almost an opportunity for Usufi to put Altona ahead. What a game. 2-all with under 10 minutes remaining in the first half, opening round action.
After that slow start from Altona, Michael, they finally got back into this game now. Can they maintain the momentum though? This is where they need to keep their heads cool, calm and collected.
The Altona tide is rising. Just looking to Ryan Davies. Valkovsky brings it in. Frano Sarek. Mark Sarek with the goal of the night so far, arguably. An absolute belter. Valkovsky. Usufi. Stolen by Cicek. Shabani. Good block from Valkovsky. Nathan Long turns. Davies. One back by Valkovsky. Valkovsky on his right. Goal's open.
Oh.
And it's in. It's in. That's wonderful. What an assist from Valkovsky. And what a finish from Michael Lentini.
Wow, what a game has just turned on its head at the moment. That was beautifully done. Valkovsky didn't give up, chased hard, squared it nicely, and then Michael Latini just popped up, the left foot Latini, and he puts it in, and it's 3-2 to Altona. What a game this is turning out to be.
Shabani. Cicek on his right, tries to square it for Long. Absolute thriller. Here at Series Futsal Arena at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, Melbourne. Valkovsky float over, looking for Usufi. Cicek has already scored 2. Lentini. Savic got away from him.
Well, we said, Michael, this game, we're broadcasting it globally. We have Altona player Michael out watching all the way from a village in Africa. And thanks for watching there, Michael. We hope to see you back on the Series Futsal court in no time shortly.
Let us know, folks, wherever you're watching around the country, around the world. Drop us a line on Facebook, on YouTube, through the WeFroth app. Because it's first round action of Series Futsal Victoria, and it is phenomenal. Both these teams sending loud messages. They're all gunning for Fitzroy. the defending champions, who opened up with a win over Hume earlier on tonight. Sinan Gulak. Expect Gulak to get on the score sheet maybe sometime tonight. He's always in the mix of it. Altona with possession. Frano Sarek, good stabbing pass to the centre. Over the top. Brought down, and a chance there for Sinan Gulak. He looks good in the blue shirt, I've got to say. Good addition here for Altona. What a game, Alex.
Yeah, I don't think the start that Altona had, Michael, we thought they were dead and buried. Campbellfield just going to romp away, but credit to them, they didn't put their heads down, they worked at it, they got a goal back in there, they moved it around, got more confident, and they just pretty much scored 2 straight from there on to lead 3-2. But one thing that I say, Michael, is Yusufu needs to utilise the ball a little bit better. He's holding on for just a bit too long, and then Campbellfield are able to double team him, pinch the ball, and go out on the counter attack. So if he can get rid of it and move, it just opens up the game for him so much, and then he's able to get in goal scoring position. You can see there towards the end of that chance there, Sinan maybe didn't expect it to drop to him, he maybe mishit it, but nevertheless he still got on the end of it, and Altona looking very dangerous. Campbellfield need to be careful because they don't want to start the season losing to Altona because you're on the back foot already.
Timeout called. 5:50 remaining in the first half. 3-2 Altona over Campbellfield. Earlier on tonight, Fitzroy over Hume. It was a very close first half. Hume kept within 1 goal, and then the Avalanche turned on by Fitzroy in the second half. A hat-trick going the way of Scott Rogan. Goals also from newcomer to Fitzroy, Cosimo Russo, also from young Elias Partamos. Here tonight, already 2 goals for the Golden Boot winner from last season, Ubedi Cicek. Sinan Gulak wearing the number 9 this season for Altona. Threatening around the top of the D already, wants to get his name on the scoreboard. Berard Bedzapor scoring an absolute cracker earlier on for Altona. He was the first to get them on the board. Mark Sarek and Michael Lentini, the other 2 goals. The Sarek one was an absolute thumper, one for the highlight reels. Frano Sarek, long throw. Ball headed towards the centre, had Yanni Pira running onto it. Can Campbellfield score one back before the half, make it a drawn game? Was Shabani trying to thread his way through. This is the king, Fernando de Moraes, off the right. Always has so much time on his hands, Fernando de Moraes.
Yeah, you can see Yanni Pira there, just a rush of blood to the head. Could have taken his time, control it, but it's just slicing that one and giving another chance to Campbellfield.
Belkovsky. Dangerous play here, turns on the right boot, Shabani. Just couldn't find the accuracy.
They got away with that one there. Belkovsky just turning it over in a very dangerous position.
Mark Sarek back on the court. Cicek smells a hat-trick tonight to match Scott Rogan in our opening game. His arch nemesis when it comes to goal scoring. Corner here for Altona. Bedzapor to the left. Whistle blows.
Yeah, 4 seconds there. They needed to be a lot quicker there. Altona, so wasted position in a very good position here. Can Campbellfield make him pay for that? And they just turn it over as cheaply.
Ball was intended for de Moraes. Off the pass from Cicek. Gulak goes to Bedzapor, turns onto his left. Goes around Cicek, ball centred. Stolen though by Nathan Long. Goes out the right-hand side. I do say Fernando de Moraes stole the ball nicely out of defence there. He's everywhere at the moment, the king. Frano Saric was hoping to find Gulak on the end of that one. Here's de Moraes again. Off the right. Or went into the backside of Cicek. If only he wasn't there. João da Silva, Ubedi Cicek. And well put out from Yanni Pira.
Both teams making some silly errors, so maybe just getting some fresh legs on here to change it up a little bit.
Cicek just put it across the face of goal. Was hopeful that João da Silva may have gotten a toe to it. Cicek's got space here. There he is, Ubedi Cicek, and again flashes it across the face. No challenge on Frano Saric's goalkeeping abilities. Gulak. Well done by Chobani. Sinan Gulak. Bedzapor tried to turn on it. Ball still in play here. And just gets away from Yanni Pira. De Moraes plays the pass. Oh, there it is! It's another goal for Campbellfield. And it's 3 apiece now. That was wonderfully worked from out deep and wonderfully finished from João da Silva.
Yes, it's a great finish there, but the question is they're going to review it for VAR, so they do have an opportunity to challenge that. So this is where they'll look at it. So good decision here. So this is the new rule for 2023. Both coaches have 1 challenge per half. If they are successful, they don't keep that challenge. It's gone. So they have to be very, very tactical. As we see there, Costa Gatsis gives us an indication they are going to review it. So our very first, we've seen a challenge in the Fitzroy's game, and it didn't go, it went Fitzroy's way. Can Altona be successful here is the question. I like this, Michael. It just adds a little bit of spice to it. It makes coaches think tactically, can I use it? Should I use it? Maybe I'll keep it up my sleeve. You never know. Something could happen later on in the half.
Awaiting the review here from our courtside officials for Campbellfield to tie it at 3-3, or for Altona Nice to stay ahead by 1 goal. Still deliberating. Don't forget, folks, still 1 more game to come your way tonight. Preston versus Moreland.
And it's going to count as a goal, so João da Silva's goal will count as Costa Gatsis points to the centre circle. So they're going to go for the timeout here. So Altona will get the ball back and they'll get a timeout. So 3-3, the goal stands. So Altona unsuccessful, so that challenge is gone. They don't have another challenge until the second half.
This has been a brilliant match. What a way to kick off 2023. 6 goals inside the first half, tied at 3-3. Campbellfield and Altona. Ubedi Cicek and João da Silva on the board. Cicek scoring twice for Campbellfield. And crackers from Berard Bedzapor, Mark Saric and Michael Lentini for Altona. Altona, after a slow start, we did say there was a risk that Campbellfield could run away with it early, but my word, what a comeback and a turnaround from Altona, Alex.
Yeah, they scored 3 straight unanswered goals, and they had the lead up until this point here. So they're not out of it. Still got plenty of time left to go in this half. They played good futsal. Just got to get rid of those silly errors. They've at times given the ball away too cheaply, and they've been very lucky that Campbellfield haven't punished them.
Altona emerge from their huddle. Mark Saric on the court, the big number 10. Michael Lentini marshalling the troops. Berard Bedzapor is there, the human freight train. After Campbellfield equalising with the last goal from João da Silva. Here's Lentini looking for Bedzapor, turns onto his right, Berard Bedzapor usually nails those ones.
And again, that's such a lovely turn and just needed to get that on target. Good work by Aaron Yu, had him covered.
Savic intercepts it. Timorais. Chobani. Long shot off the right boot there from Daniel Chobani. .240 remains. Long throw out from Frano Sarek. Little too long though. Looking for the head of Mark Sarek.
Yeah, and then they've got that link-up play just a little bit wide there. But again, they're changing it up. They're going short, they're going long. So they get Campbellfield have to keep guessing at it, which is a good tactic. You don't want to be too predictable.
João da Silva. Good save from Sarek, getting low, diving to his right. Chobani to bring it in. Ubidi Cicek wants a hat trick, leaves it for Cicek. Back heel to Chobani, to the King Timorais. Chobani. Cicek. Wasted ball there from Altona. Under 2 minutes to go. Turns Chobani. Continually shooting now. Daniel Chobani. Da Silva. Wins the ball back. Chobani again. Sarek denies. Frano Sarek's made a handful of really good saves so far tonight. Cicek. Da Silva. Da Silva looks ahead. Over the top to Ubidi Cicek. On his left. I can't wait for the second half already, Alex.
Yeah, and it's just going to be, if this game's going the way we think it's going to go, it's going to maybe even go to a penalty shootout. But yeah, it's very tightly contested at the moment. It's a clean game, not many bad fouls. There have been tactical fouls, which is both teams just not being silly, which is good to see. But they've got to finish it off here.
João da Silva to Ubidi Cicek. Back to Da Silva. Will somebody go ahead before the first half break? Chobani. Bedzapor. Lentini. Stolen. And put out of play.
That was a big tackle there from Lazar Savic.
Chobani. Mark Sarek to bring it in for Altona. Bedzapor, the human freight train. Still Bedzapor, he's fouled at the top of the tee. Wow, right before the halftime break. No, it is halftime. No foul there on Bedzapor.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there. Probably deserved maybe at least a chance at a foul, but the referees have called it. The whistle blew before he was tackled. So that's a very good half of futsal there from both teams. You know, they had a start there. Campbellfield, we thought they were going to run away with it, but in the end, Altona clawed their way back, scored 3 straight, and then obviously the pendulum swung again for Campbellfield, and they got one for João da Silva. So great game so far. It's just a matter of time now before we see someone actually pull ahead and really put the game in their favour. But at the moment, it could go either way.
Folks, we'll take a quick break. We'll stay with our vision. It's Altona 3, Campbellfield 3. Second half between Altona and Campbellfield. We are locked at 3 goals apiece. Lentini, Sarek, Bedzapur on the scoreboard for Altona. 2 for Ubidi Cicek, 1 for João da Silva for Campbellfield. Altona to get us underway through Kalakwa Yusufi. Slow start from Altona, then they powered back. First goal for them scored by Bedzapur, and then they turned it on. Lentini. Dangerous ball there. Yusufi. Cross court to Velkovsky. Ball just goes out of play. Can't afford to give up possession like that, Altona. You know that Ubidi Cicek, number 7 for Campbellfield, will be threatening for his hat-trick to match the hat-trick scored by Scott Rogan in Fitzroy's opening game against Hume. Cicek squares it. Golden opportunity gone astray there for João da Silva.
What a save that was for Frano Savic at point-blank range, and João da Silva finally beaten him. But Frano with his force field, just putting it up.
Again, Sarek denies off the goal line. Usufi turns, and the ball put out by Ubidi Cicek. Long throw out from Sarek. Usufi heads it down. Lentini running onto it. Lentini to bring it back into play. No. It's a Campbellfield ball through Cicek to Chobani. Blocked by Lentini. The busy number 7 for Altona, Michael Lentini. Chobani leaves it for Cicek, and Sarek again gets a foot to it. The ever-reliable Frano Sarek.
Yeah, I just think they're allowing Campbellfield too much space here. And it's just allowing them to have easy shots on goals, and Frano's having to do a lot of work.
Lentini, good interception.
Just maybe something they need to do, the coaches for Altona, Michael, is get one player to come on and just run at Campbellfield. Campbellfield have only got 2 players on the bench and a keeper, so they're going to have to be smart with their rotations, whereas Altona have maybe 4 on the bench. So maybe get 1 or 2 players come on and just attack. They don't have to do anything special, just put the pressure on Cambo, and that tires them out, and then bring it. Oh, what a chance that was for Michael. Left foot Lentini there. Beat everyone except for the post. Oh, it's a mix-up. Wow, it's just a comedy of errors there from Campbellfield.
Lazar Savic having a chance off his right. Campbellfield lucky to come away unscathed from those mistakes. Still 3-allers. Big Sinan Gulak comes back on the court. Chobani, Lentini. Rolled through, hoping for Gulak to run onto it.
Yeah, again, wrong decisions. They could come back to haunt Altona, as we see here. It's going to be... Not sure what's happening. It looks like maybe a bit of froth on the court, but yeah, just the decision making from Altona at times just really questionable. And I think, is it just need to calm down a little bit, think it through. They're just turning it over far too cheaply. You see that they had a 3-on-2 position and they gave it away very badly there, where they could have retained the ball.
Cicek. Not fouled. Ball goes out of play. Lentini. Sarek clears it out. Long ball, hoping for the flick on by Sinan Gulak. Oh, took a deflection.
Oh,
and again. Wow. Called into action. Aaron Yu. Some superb reflexes there. Corner from Velkovsky. Lentini off the left. One out for another corner. Nikola Velkovsky. Lentini. Sinan Gulak. Back to Gulak. Lentini marshalling traffic. Velkovsky centers it. Usufi couldn't get a hold of it. João da Silva, cross court. Cicek for the hat trick. João da Silva. Da Silva looking for a brace.
Oh, and they got away with that one, Altona there. You bet Cicek was on his own. Just needed a better ball.
Long just running to Velkovsky, centre of the court. On comes Yanni Pira.
Wow, they were very lucky there. They almost costly turnover and a yellow card for it.
Cicek.
Incorrect substitution. So maybe David Sarek needs to call a timeout and just settle Altona down and say, listen, get our heads back in the game.
That head went nowhere from Kalukal Yusufi. Presents a very tall target up front as Yusufi. Perhaps needs to be a little more proficient in his dispatches, Yusufi. Cicek hoping to get a left boot onto that one. 2 goals already for Cicek, the Golden Boot winner of last season. On comes the human freight train. Berat Bedzapor scored an absolute corker earlier on. Referee's whistle is blown. It's going to be a ball in here from Altona. Deadlocked at 3 goals apiece. Bedzapor tries to turn onto his left boot. Are we going to go to a penalty shootout? Still a long ways to get there. 16:35 remaining. Cicek. Dimarias. Back heel from the King. Came close. Down the line. Running on. Sinan Gulak just gets away from him. Da Silva to Cicek. Back to João da Silva. Fernando de Moraes. Da Silva, de Moraes. Nicely threaded to Nathan Long. Just couldn't bring it under control.
Yes, there was a lovely ball over the top. We got GK Midi all the way from Perth watching, so thank you for watching there, GK. Hopefully the game is entertaining from your end. But again, just Altona, poor positions there. You can see giving it away cheaply.
Off the chest of Nathan Long for a nice throw from Ubedi Cicek. Shabani with the throw. Now it'll be a kick into Cicek. De Moraes distributing from centre court. Cicek, De Moraes, the King. Long gets away from him, tries to win back possession. Sinan Gulak through the centre. Mark Sarek over the ball. It will be a hard fought for 4th goal for either team.
Played almost 10 minutes in the second half and yet to see a goal. Both teams have had chances.
Aaron Yu has been superb in goal. Shabani blocked. De Moraes, MVP at the All-Star Clash last weekend. Long. Yanni Pira goes through the centre. Bedzapor. Yanni Pira, still Pira, trying to get a toe to it. Cicek keeps it in play. Shabani. Shabani. Off the right, Shabani! Frano Sarek just got a boot to it. Full extension of the leg. Cicek cross court. Shabani. Two on one here. Dimarias. Shabani. Long. Back out to the king. And then to the man they call Yogurt. Chichek. Campbellfield trying to open Altona up. Some nice passing. Chichek just loses his footing. Wow, all that build up only for an unfortunate mistake there from the Golden Boot winner.
Yeah, it's funny here. They still haven't called a timeout either side. I just think maybe for Altona's best interest, maybe call a timeout, recuperate, assess where they're at and say, listen, we need to attack a little bit here, put the pressure back on. They've only got 2 subs. One of you guys has to make a decision. We're going to sacrifice your game tonight. Put the pressure on, chase hard, make it difficult for Campbellfield, and then when the next player comes on, that's when we can get the goals. And for Campbellfield at the moment, they're holding on, which is good, but you've got to put them away.
Michael Lentini found himself swallowed by a shirt, a sea of orange. Shabani, who's been super busy in this half, well, he always is. Daniel Shabani, an absolute workhorse. And the legend, Fernando de Moraes, brings it in. Lentini down the left wing. Nobody home though. Can Campbellfield maintain this possession, go deep. Long to Shabani. Shabani de Moraes. Ball seemed to have come off Bedzapor. And there's Shabani in with another chance. Making some good runs forward. Shabani. Now what can Altona fashion? Bedzapor waiting in the centre. Bedzapor makes a move to the top of the D. Lentini! Oh. It's an absolute thumper! The left foot of magic from Michael Lentini.
That's why they call him left foot Lentini there. That was an absolute thumper. Aaron, you just tried to get a hand to it. Unfortunately, just had enough power on there. And finally, Altona break the deadlock there. And could this spur on goals here? We've had a quiet second half. It's now back in Altona's favour. It's now time for Campbellfield to respond.
2 goals for Michael Lentini. 1 for Mark Sarek, 1 for Berard Bedzapor. 4 on the board for Altona. A brace from Chichek, 1 from De Silva, 3 for Campbellfield.
And a turnover there again, so Campbellfield just losing it a little bit. They just need to steady it.
Clever back heel. Altona maintaining possession. Sarek. His disposal was hoping to find Mark Sarek. Lentini's left foot, something special. Here he is again. Freno Sarek lifts it over into their arms of you. João de Silva down the right, takes a crack, runs into Michael Lentini. Corner here for Campbellfield. Shabani sold the fake and couldn't capitalise. Campbellfield. Stolen out of defence, nicely done from Bedzapor. A little too far though for Mark Sarek.
A bit unlucky there, probably could have got a foul. The referee played the advantage. 9:45 left, plenty of time left for either side to get a couple more goals.
Hoping to find João de Silva running on to that one. Been very active, particularly down the right side, has João de Silva scoring a goal earlier on, the number 9 for Campbellfield. Good turn and a nice save again from Aaron Yu.
Just so dangerous, Bedzapor. You think he's gonna dribble, but then he does a quick power shot like that. So as a keeper, you're sort of always got to be on your toes.
That one took a deflection. It'll be ball in here from Altona, from Nikola Valkovsky. Lentini waiting, doesn't opt to go there, and squandered. Under 9 minutes remaining, 4-3 Altona. Lentini breaking the deadlock with an absolute belter. Ryan Davies on the court now in the fluorescent yellow boots for Campbellfield.
Missing tonight for Campbellfield, Enrique Pimenta, Michael, so it's a big loss for them.
Just a little slip at the in front of the goals there. Long throw in here, down the line from Altona. Valkovsky. Usufi. Lentini. Nikola Valkovsky. Header there from Usufi. João de Silva was hoping to find Ryan Davies. Michael Lentini having a hell of a game tonight. Ball given away again by Altona. Long throw out from you. Through the centre they come, Altona. Usufi turns onto his left. So Altona maintaining their lead. The corner by Lazar Savic here. Lentini asking off the left. Couldn't control it though. Also had Shabani pressuring him. Making another attempt at that left boot now. Lentini, left. Aaron Yu denies him.
Good save there from Aaron.
It's got to be one of the most feared shots in the entire league. The left boot of Michael Lentini. Usufi. Hoping to play it through the centre to Lentini. Shabani had more time, more space than he realised there.
One thing I noticed, Michael, is Usufi there is bringing the ball down and laying it off and moving. So that's a lot better for him in the first half. He was trying to dribble a lot more. So it's good to see he's changed it up a little bit, and that's why they're in control of this game.
A timeout called by Campbellfield, and I was about to say, when will Campbellfield call a timeout? This is where they need one. If you are coaching Campbellfield, Alex, what are you telling them to do?
They haven't done anything wrong as such at this half. I think at the moment they're just running out of legs a little bit. They've both in a very, very light bench, only 2 players there, so they can't get enough rotations. But I think when they have a set piece, Nathan Long's very good coming in late and headering it, so maybe utilise that to their advantage. Try to utilise Cicek more as a target, so give him the ball. He's very strong and powerful. As soon as he brings it down, have players coming off, so Joel De Silva or Danny Chabani coming off. Even Ryan Davis too, he's got a very good shot, so they need to utilise their skills. Danny Chabani is very underrated to me. He's someone that can really turn the game for him, and he can create magic. And I think at the moment, they're just not giving him the right ball. He'll get the ball in a very tight position, and he's got to do a lot of work. And there are times that you can see there, the ball came to him. He could have probably brought it down and went for a volley. Wrong idea. Maybe just tired legs. They, like I said, they don't have a deep bench. They've only got 2 subs. So, they've just got to be a bit smart with their possessions going forward. But they're not out of this game. But if it goes to penalties, you just maybe got to favour Altona, because Freno in goals is very, very hard to stop in penalty shootouts.
5.5 minutes remains. 4-3 Altona Knights over Campbellfield. Opening round action in Series Futsal Victoria. Ubidi Cicek will want a hat-trick. The Golden Boot winner of 2022. You see him there at the bottom of your screen, wearing number 7 for Campbellfield. Fernando de Moraes, the king. They need some magic from His Highness. Sinan Gulak. Oh, beautifully done from you. A nice shot on target there from Yanni Pura. And Aaron Yu again saving the day.
What a save, and that's why he's just a premier keeper. Oh.
Ooh, Gulak. Mistimed that one. Cicek. The kick in. Fernando de Moraes forces a corner. Experience there from the king. Got João da Silva waiting. Finds da Silva now. Shabani turns. Altona bring it out of defense for Yusufi. Yusufi has a crack into the backboarding.
That's not a bad effort there. He had two players on him and just thought he'll have a crack very close. And time is ticking here.
Gulak sets it up well. And just didn't work out there for Yusufi. Altona trying to move ahead 5-3. They have momentum on their side. Can Campbellfield curb that through João da Silva perhaps? Da Silva again. Cicek now. Back heel, and it's in! It's in! It's the equalizer! Campbellfield have done it! It's some magic! What a game, 4-4!
Wow, João da Silva just popping up there. Will they challenge it because they were claiming handball? Is there going to be a challenge here? The referees are having a chat. They used their challenge in the first half. They were unsuccessful. Could this be it here? It's going to VAR. So João da Silva once again. So I think it's maybe for the position where it came off Uberi Cicek. We couldn't see it from our end. You can see Nico there. His eyes are bulging out of his head. And it could be that position there. I think it's just come off Cicek's chest. They're saying it's come off his hand. It'll be interesting to see what the referees will call of it. But another challenge, Michael.
Will it stay at 4 goals apiece with under 4 minutes remaining? Are we headed for a penalty shootout? Or will the challenge be successful and Altona maintain their lead?
We haven't asked the audience at home, do they like these challenges? Do you like to see this challenge? And the goal's going to count. So João da Silva, 2 challenges, 2 goals. So Altona now don't have any other challenges left, and Campbellfield still have their 1 challenge to go. So 3:47 left to go, Michael. This is going to the wire.
Can someone go kleptomaniac and steal it in the final stages? Flashed across goal there from Da Silva. 2 for him, 2 for Cicek. That's 4 for Campbellfield. 2 for Lentini, 1 for Mark Sarek, 1 for Bedzapor. That's 4 for Altona. Trying to turn on it there, Berard Bedzapor. Does have one of the best turns in the game, Bedzapor. And that was Lazar Savic with a shot off target.
The magnificent Maxi Avram likes the challenges, so thanks for that, Maxi. Good luck for the season ahead for Melbourne AKU.
Off the left and just goes wide from Mark Sarek. Sarek, who scored an absolute highlight reel goal earlier on in the game. How they could use another one from him right now. That one too far for both Cicek and Da Silva. Lentini through the centre. Berard Bedzapor back to Lentini. Oh, and bad communication there from Altona. Gives it away. Cicek, the long throw. The king couldn't bring it under control. Here's Cicek again. Got room. Uberi Cicek to Moraes. Shabani. Cicek. Foul on Shabani. Free kick for Campbellfield.
That was a silly foul there from Lazar Savic. You could see it was coming in a very, very dangerous position here.
Discussions are being had. João da Silva with the ball. Cicek is there. Both men sitting on a hat trick. Will one of them get it? One-man wall offered by Berard Bedzapor. Maybe it's going to be to Silva to go alone. Will he feed it to Cicek's left boot? João da Silva goes alone and good clearance off the goal line. Campbellfield ball, 2 minutes remaining. Da Silva right and sends it skyward. Will the deadlock be broken, or are we going to the first penalty shootout of 2023? Both these teams have sent a very loud message to Scott Rogan and all of Fitzroy, the defending champions, that they are planting their flag on the mountain for 2023. Still time for somebody to take the game. The tension here, a hush has fallen upon the Series Futsal Arena. A very good crowd on hand on a warm Friday night in Melbourne. As we are going to separate the wheat from the chaff in the opening round. Cicek down the left. And well blocked by Lazar Savic. Ball going Altona's way, much to the protest of Campbellfield.
I was wondering if they can bring on maybe Sinan Genk here. His opportunity for him is a very lovely left and right foot, powerful. Maybe, you know, from a set piece, they can get a goal from there, keep him on. But at the moment, they're just maybe keeping him his upper sleeve. They've got a minute 39 left to go, Michael, so you don't want to hold your cards here. You've got to really go for it. Why not win it in normal time, rather go to the dreaded penalties?
It is time for someone to step up and be a hero. Is it going to be this man, Michael Lentini, on the fabled left foot? Oh! It's going to be that man! It's going to be brilliant! It's spectacular! A hero has emerged! And it's Berard Bedzapor! Berard Bedzapor! An absolute show stealer!
Wow. Come off the mat, come off the hour. Berard Bedzapor from an impossible angle. How, Michael? He just defies physics and logic that he would get a goal from that angle. That is unbelievable.
All aboard the human freight train! His second goal of the night, and it may very well be a match winner.
Wow, this is now pressure time here. This is where the big players have to earn their money. Will Campbellfield step up? Where's the king? You've got to have him on here. He can create some magic.
There's the king. They need him now. João da Silva. Chobani. The firepower on the court. Cicek's there as well. A one-goal lead for Altona, courtesy of Berard Bedzapor's second. It has been a seesawing game. Chobani and Sarek got down low and said no, no, no.
Just put that force field up. Not today.
Chobani long throw, hoping for the head of Cicek. And a sea, an ocean of blue shirts in defense for Altona, protecting this one-goal lead.
This will be the most important one-goal lead of their lifetime, as I see Demarais is there. It is a corner.
Took a deflection, I believe, off Berard Bedzapor.
No, it's...
No?
Well, they're calling a timeout, so if they're calling a timeout for Altona, then it means it's come off Demarais and they've called it. So Timeout here to add
Oh,
further.
what tension. What tension. We said who will step up, who will be a hero. Moments later, Barad Bedzapor, an heroic goal to put Altona ahead. 49 seconds remains in the game. Opening round of the season. It's been an absolute thriller from the opening whistle. But now Campbellfield need something special. They need someone special. They've got the players to do it. They've got the golden boot Cicek. They've got the king of kings, Fernando de Moraes. They've got the workhorse, Daniel Chabani. They've got the brilliant João da Silva. But who will step up?
Well, they have to step up now. This is where they earn their money. This is where the big-time players have to put their hand up and say, I have to get us back into this game and force it into penalties. And, you know, a surprising one, Nathan Long. Very good at throw-ins. He comes in late and he manages to get on the end of it. Maybe that's a surprise tactic they need to do. But Altona here have to be smart. They have to be smart with every possession. They have to milk this clock like they've never milked it before. They have to hold it up, get their players who can hold the ball, take the hits if they have to, but don't give it away in very dangerous position. And I feel that if they can do that, they can get over the line.
This timeout, so important for both teams. Campbellfield must rally. Must find a way through the sea of blue into the net. Altona need to be rock solid. Can't turn the ball over, can't give it away. Need to maintain possession. No silly mistakes. They've got to rely on the experience of Lentini, of Barad Bedzapor, of Nikola Velkovsky. They've got the ever-reliable Freno Saric in goal. It's not long, 49 seconds, but it can seem like a lifetime down there on the court.
So, Michael, they've just had a challenge there. So, Campbellfield have used their challenge, and they've got the ball back. So, they've got the ball back in their hands from that challenge. So, no challenges left for either side. 49 seconds left. One goal down, Campbellfield. Can they claw it back?
The bottom of your screen, the king, arguably the greatest of all, Fernando de Moraes. To bring it in, the golden boot, Umidi Cicek. Chabani out wide on the right boot. Moraes in possession again, goes back to Aaron Yu, over the top here, hoping to find Chabani. Here's Umidi Cicek, back to de Moraes. Keeper comes forward, Aaron Yu, Cicek, squares it! There it is! There it is! It's in the net! It's in the net! A tied game! With 27 seconds to go! A tied game! Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
And it's that man, João da Silva, who comes up and gets his hat-trick. What an important goal that is. He may have just saved Campbellfield. 27 seconds left. No challenges. It's all or nothing here. There's no VAR left.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man, and the man is João da Silva. 27 seconds on the clock. It looks like we're going to penalties. Although we say, once again, will a hero emerge? A chance to steal it like a thief in the night. 21 seconds now. Will it be the human freight train, Barad Bedzapor, who scores a third? Will it be a Lentini left footer? Could it be the golden boot Umidi Cicek that saves the day? 16 seconds now. Maybe João da Silva could be in for a fourth. Here's Cicek. Here's da Silva. Cicek. And a chance here for Campbellfield. 8 seconds. It may be the final play. You've got the king, Fernando de Moraes, waiting. Straight into the hands of Freno Saric. One last attempt here for Altona. Cicek. And we are going to penalties. 5-5. in a game for the ages.
Wow.
Magnificent.
Well, you just got a feel for Altona there. They were 35 seconds away from getting a big round one victory. But Joel Da Silva just had other ideas. The Silver Man, the 10-time series futsal winner, had other ideas, and one last gasp effort, and he manages to get the equaliser and force it into penalties. So it's not over yet, Michael. They still got to beat the keepers, and who is going to have the medal? Who is going to step up to the plate and put their team on their backs and go, you know what, I'm going to get the 3 points for our team tonight.
Don't go anywhere, folks. The two captains, the two number 7s, Cicek and Lentini, the coin toss. Who will join Fitzroy as winners in the first round of Series Futsal Victoria action?
Interesting going up this end, the left side.
Will it be Lentini first to the spot? What a game he's had. 2 goals from Michael Lentini, 2 from Bedzapor, 1 from Mark Sarek. 2 from Cicek, 3 from Joel Da Silva. Such tension wherever you're watching around the world, on YouTube, on Facebook, via the WeFroth app. Don't chew down on those nails too hard. Although we wouldn't blame you if you did.
And guys, we can't say nothing. It's just the penalties.
Peter, we've got no footage here, mate.
Frano! Huge save from Frano there. He gives Altona a lot. Guys, kill the lights. He's got to retake it. The ball just moved.
Okay, here we see Fernando de Moraes resets the ball. Big run up here from the King.
And he buried it.
The crown still fits. Fernando de Moraes for Campbellfield and the celebrations. What a start to the season. Campbellfield defeats Altona via penalty 7-5 after a heart-stopping match. Folks, that wraps up this game, but stick around because coming up next to conclude round 1 action, Preston versus Moreland.